Oh, hello YouTube. This is Michael. Well, I just walked to the store. The sun is pounding. I don't like summers in Palm Springs area. So our skies are clear, right? And now I see the wind's bringing some stuff in. But as I was walking, let me stand in the shade. Okay, and this is my new phone that it's hard to see. Right here, dot, dot. And right on the tip, let me try to see. Right there on the tip, there's a triangular shape. Oh, they just sprayed some more stuff out of it. But there's a cloaked ship right there. That's one of those cloaked triangular crafts. I don't know their purpose. I know they're not aliens from another world. It's most likely man-made technology far in advance to what we know, that was instructed and taught and helped move along with technology from the fallen angels that communicate with these people. So here comes the weird clouds. This looks like a T-Rex. Wait, hold on. Oh, it's just so hard to see on this phone. The legs, the lizard, and the tail. I used to collect dinosaur fossils when I used to work tons of overtime because I was so materialistic. And I'm a registered nurse, so it's $75 an hour. But I used to collect dinosaur fossils, and I had a T-Rex. I didn't have a tooth because a T-Rex tooth is like $3,000. But I had some fragments and all kinds of dinosaur fossils and eggs and bones, and I must have spent, I don't know, at least maybe 5,000 altogether. I don't own any more. I sold them during this court case that I'm in, that they're still dragging on. Court system's evil. It's not to protect the victim. If you're a victim, you have to prove your innocence. It's ridiculous. The people that perpetrate the crime should have to prove their innocence, or at least go 50-50. Like the way I got injured at my work, it was completely because of some other staff members, and they did it over and over and over again, and they were told, and they didn't care. But I'm the one that's on trial. I'm the one that has to prove that I'm injured. I have to prove it injured. I've cried so many tears over this, and it's been 4 years of my life, and none of those people who perpetrated the crime, because it is a crime, have even had to testify. Some of them even moved away. And some of them quit like right after I did, because they had investigators there, and they tried to, oh my God, I can't really tell you the details, but the investigators that came down to investigate me under false charges, these people are crazy, ended up putting everybody else under investigation because they couldn't find my charts. They weren't in the nursing office. They weren't in the human resource office. They're like, these things have to be signed out with signatures. Where are they? And why are they missing? They were missing because these perpetrators were trying to, first of all, they were making up fake stuff. Because I'm like a whistleblower too. Oh my gosh. It's a long story. But there's no justice. I have no faith in it anymore. Now I forget the point of my story. Oh my gosh. Anyway, there's cloaked crafts in the sky, and these things are rolling in. Oh, I wish I could remember. I do want to share my story with the world eventually, because people, the community, people who vote. Nurses are respected members of the community. Actually, they're one of the top trusted professions. Like they asked, they did surveys like what what kind of person would you trust the most, and they listed all the people and their jobs, and nurses was like way up there, way like in the top two, or maybe it was number one. So to see what the state of California has done to me and how they keep making up false things, and they have more lawyers than I do, and I can't even afford any more lawyers, and it's just sucked me dry, and the judge never listens to my case. I brought four witnesses, drove 200 miles to testify on my behalf. The other side didn't show up to court. They didn't even show up. They said, "Oh, we forgot." Really? Well, I don't have a car anymore, so these people had to drive me over there, and everybody showed up. We all were dressed in suits, and the females were dressed very nice, and we were ready to tell our side, because they know that what happened to me was completely, it was actually done on purpose. But I've never had a chance to give my story. They always just like, oh, this, nah, this. Oh, it's not important, all the time that people spent driving 200 miles to get to this place where we're having this hearing. Oh, they didn't show up. It's okay. There's no penalty, nothing. Oh, they don't have to answer the phone. They don't have to answer the phone. My lawyer would call them, and they don't even answer the phone. They're open Monday through Friday. It's the state of Los Angeles. I mean, excuse me, the state of California. I work for the state of California. So, yeah, and if they don't even answer your messages, how can this person not answer messages when we're open, at least Monday through Fridays, except for holidays? I'm like, this is what the state gets away with. It's been 4 years. Like, I sell things, I grow plants, I sold most of my valuables. I found God, so I'm not materialistic anymore, and I'm kind of glad I was materialistic because I had a lot of things to sell. It's kept me sort of afloat for 4 years. But I don't see justice. And then they're like, you might get 20,000, maybe. Really? I was making 114,000 a year. I've been out for 4 years because of these people. I'm gonna get 20,000. Like, I don't have the strength to fight that anymore. I'm exhausted. But it's gonna go to trial now because they just offered like $2,000. So now we have to go to trial, which I'll get to get on the stand and give my piece, and I speak very well, and I'm not nervous, and I'm not lying, so I can remember facts. But it's been very hard, and I thank God that I thank the Heavenly Father that I had Him and Yeshua, because there was very lonely times, and your friends leave you when you don't have money. A lot of them. I have 2 friends now. I used to have a lot. I used to be very popular, but it doesn't matter. I mean, I know they weren't my true friends, and I wish them the best. I really do. It's not easy being around a depressed person with no money, and everybody has their own problems too. So I'm not mad at anybody. I'm not even mad at the nurses that did this to me. I just want it to be over. But we are supposed to forgive, and wow, if I can forgive these nurses, I don't even know if they know the extent of what they've done to me. I don't think I'm going to go back into nursing after, because I learned too much about the poisons of vaccines, and I already know, I've never seen the treatment for diabetes or any cures for any diseases. I see prescriptions, more pills coming out that cost more money. Everyone's still sick. They allow genetically modified foods. They give not only the tainted vaccines, but the plastic bottles that we drink out of are full of hormones and